with my friends.
And we're back. JVS is proud to present our review of the first two episodes of Willow. With us here, I'm Ant Gold, and of course, we have Keen, who's the biggest Willow fan ever. Knows every detail of Willow that has ever been. That's why we brought her on this particular episode. So you lay down the facts. Can you tell us some behind the scenes of how this came together after 34 years?
Sure. Yeah. So look, I remember being in the movie theater when it came out. I was old enough to remember certain details of the movie, so that should tell you that at this point in life, my memory is not great. So, no, I cannot tell you how this came to be.
Oh yeah, we're just joking. All right, guys, we're here to review the first two episodes of Willow. Dropped today. If this is present, you're watching this today. If you're watching this in the future, it's already happened in the past. But they're coming out every Wednesday. There's a new show of Willow, who starts up after the original events of Willow the movie. So Keem, you saw Willow the movie, right? In theaters, you said?
I did. I believe my father took me and my cousin, and we were not serious at all throughout the whole movie. As soon as they turned that poor old witch lady into a goat, that was it for us.
Didn't she like bad when she was talking? Like,
Willow! That's how she said it. And we ran around the house saying that for months.
I think this was actually the first movie I got snuck into. So and I remember the little little imp things, the pics or whatever that ran around. That they were hilarious. But and Mad Mardigan. I didn't know who Val Kilmer was at the time. I didn't know it was gonna be Batman, but he made that movie for me. So them and Willow, yeah, it was just one snowstorm's like, "You are great," and he like falls right after that. I love that. So when's the last time you watched the original Willow?
The original Willow came out in 1988, so probably 1988.
Yeah, so
89,
Willow,
90, somewhere in there.
yeah, Willow's one of those movies that would come on every once in a while, and you'd see it on. Maybe you didn't catch it in the beginning, you caught it at the end. Whatever. Originally, I think that George Lucas wanted the rights to Lord of the Rings, and he kind of denied him that. So he was like, "I'm gonna make my own Lord of the Rings," and made Willow. I don't think it was actually commercially successful, but I think it had like one of those like '80s kids movies following.
Cult
So,
following, yeah.
and so you bring us forward today, and they pick up the story with episode one. And you look kind of dashing, right? Like you're trying
Why
to.
does Willow have on a tactical vest? I did not notice that when I was watching, but that man is ready for war. Whatever's going to happen, he's got it in his pockets. He's ready.
And well, speaking of that, they got Warwick back, right? He's been a long member of like Lucasfilm for a while. The original Willow, he was in the Ewoks. He goes to all the conventions. Um, so, what were your first thoughts of this first episode?
The first episode, I think I spent way too much time just trying to figure out, okay, which one is Elora Danan? That was like my biggest concern, because the whole first movie really revolved around saving her. So if she's not going to be in the TV show, what's the point? Like, what are we fighting towards here? But I was just really happy to see at least one original character come back with what's her name, Sorsha.
Mm-hmm.
And amused by the interactions between the kids, and very disappointed in Mad Mortigan for going out for milk and cigarettes and never coming back again.
She knew what this was. Look,
they got married, Aunt.
Look. Disney has said. Look, Disney has pretty much said, for you people that love the bad boy, the Han Solo, the Mad Mardigans, it's gonna be passionate, but they're gonna leave again.
So quickly.
This ain't gonna last. They go, oh, we pregnant now? All right.
This was great. I I'm gonna go on a quest. I promise I'll be back.
Right.
Y'all be easy.
So yeah, so they slowly put those lessons in there. So and I know that's a big like, is Val Kilmer going to show up in this series? We know he's had some health issues, some things like that. So I know it's a big thing. This first episode starts off with a little exposition talking about they wanted to hide Alora Dannon for her own safety and the safety of everybody else. Didn't really make sense to me why you're hiding her. You want to protect the thing that's most valuable, the person most valuable. Train like hiding them from themselves and all that. That seemed like a little cliche thing someone wrote in there.
Yeah, it's like when Drake tried to hide his kid from the world. Like, no, Alora, we weren't trying to hide you from the world. We were trying to hide the world from you.
Look, I feel like Matt Mardigan left and he was the real. He was like, I only kept you around for him. He probably left because of you, though. So, and then they start off with a sword fight with people in masks, and it's going very like vigorously. And I am tired of this. That same actress, the freckle face mixed girl, everything I've seen her in has been she has a mask on, and then it's a reveal. It's a reveal. They did it in Solo. They did it in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like I don't know what people think about her face that we're supposed to be shocked every time she reveals it. Like, look at that freckles. I have freckles. Is this like a freckleism or something? Is this a new ism I'm not sure of? Like,
I mean, they're all Disney shows though, Aunt. So maybe this is like Disney's thing now, where every show you're just gonna be like, you're gonna see somebody in a mask, and you're gonna be waiting, like, is it her? Is it her? It's her. It's her. So, yeah.
I think we're gonna be shocked the next time there's a mask and it's not her. It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna be disappointed.
I'm gonna be disappointed. Oh, is somebody doing something athletic and violent? Oh man, it must be a guy. All right. Oh, it is a guy. Oh, my bad.
Well,
So,
who can I write about this?
Whatever writer is doing this with her character, because I am convinced she's just going from project to project writing this in. Stop it. Stop it. We are no longer surprised. I don't think we were surprised the first time. But yeah, so they have that vigorous fight between her and Mad Mardigan and what's the queen's name? I'm sorry.
Sorsha.
Oh, so I'm so sexy. I remember Val Kilmer. 80s Val Kilmer. So
Kit is her name.
Kit, yeah. So her daughter Kit, they have a sword fight, and Kit is apparently the better swordsman and the better at everything in this show. And another trope is she has to marry somebody she doesn't love
To protect the integrity of the realm, the kingdom. I don't know.
I don't know, to alliances. I'm not sure what they're alliancing against, but they have to form alliances. And so she has to marry Flash Gordon. Not Flash Gordon. Flash Thompson from Spider-Man.
Like, wait, what?
Oh, man, I need a sequel to Flash Gordon. Let's bring them back. Let's see how they look.
I would like to see how that's going now. Yeah, so it is kind of an old trope where, I mean, and we just saw it in House of the Dragon too. Like, I'm a badass. I'm a tomboy. I don't like. I'm independent. I just want to go out and like do hood rat stuff with my friends and maybe protect the kingdom, but like do it on my own terms. Yeah.
So no political alliances for her. And then we also introduced to her brother, Alex, but it's spelled a weird way. I saw the subtitles. It was spelled a really weird way. Who is a womanizer, apparently.
Eric?
Oh, no, it was Eric, not Alex, but it's spelled weird, right?
Arik, yeah.
That's right, yeah. So Eric, who is probably a lazy not a lazy womanizer. It seems like they cast him in the role, right?
Yeah.
So that's our main cast: Jade, Kit, Eric. Is I want to say she said.
That's what you said, Eric.
And Flash Gordon. And
Graydon is his name.
Graydon. They're putting that's the initial team we get together, and one of Eric's love interests, Dove, who apparently makes great muffins
and biscuits.
Oh, it was a biscuits. I'm just making everything up at this point. She
No,
baked.
she was mad because her muffins burned, but
Oh,
uh,
right.
Kid refers to her like the girl who makes the biscuits. Like,
Yeah.
number one, making good biscuits is really hard. So how dare you speak down upon
I wish I
her?
had some good biscuits right now. like, like, and what can you do? You can swing a sword around. Can you
Yeah.
cook?
That feels sexist, but
Hey,
okay.
I think everybody should cook. I cook. I love cooking. Look, look. I'm just saying, if you can't do it, don't knock it. That's it.
That's fair.
Um, and she was kind of like a snooty classes, right? Like, oh, you're playing
She
around
was.
with the, yeah. I think we get a lot of that, right? She kind of talks down to her and a lot of other people. What do you think about that initial cast? We got Dove, we got Eric, Kit, Jade, um, and then we're introduced to like the Matt Martin can stand in. But what do you think of the kids so far?
So far, the kids are everything that I would expect royal kids to be. Spoiled, entitled, not really thinking about the greater good, really just kind of like, oh God, I don't want to do this. Like, I just want to do what I want to do. Typical teenagers. Um, I did like the loyalty though, that even though his sister is really self-centered brat, Eric, just being like, hey, I'm still gonna be here. I'm gonna support you. I'm not gonna leave you. Like, I know I'm something of a womanizer, but you're my sister. I got your back. So yeah, I'm gonna smooth everything out for this wedding, and I'm here for you. So
All
hashtag
right.
Team Eric.
So you're on our side. I did kind of like Eric, but everybody else gave me Disney Channel feels in their portrayals of these teens, and
I
maybe it's just my age
mean,
down, huh?
I said, I mean, it is Disney, so
It is
yeah.
Disney, and Disney going Disney. Um, I was kind of unsure about Flash Thompson. What's his character's name again? Sorry,
Grayson.
Grayson. He's very quiet. He's very
Grayson?
observant. Grayson
I'm sorry. I don't trust him. I don't know why I don't, but I don't.
seems a little bit of an introvert. He seems pretty honest about. I don't want to go on this quest. What are you talking about? Um, he seems more observant. He's always writing stuff down. Have you noticed that? He's always in his pad, like sitting down and writing things down. But
Mm-hmm.
he's also not too excited about marrying somebody he don't love. And definitely doesn't want to go on this quest, but his father whispers something in his ear, like, "Boy, you see that redhead next to him? She
Like,
gonna cop your
don't
girl, you
embarrass me in front of these people.
know." um, so he gets to this. Oh, we didn't talk about the quest. So anyway, they get attacked by some Lovecraftian warriors with whips, skulls, look like the Cenobites. Cenobites? No, that's not it. Hellraisers. Cenobite?
No, I think it is Cenobite.
No, that sounds delicious.
I've
So,
always thought it was weird that they were called Cenobites, because I'm like, that just sounds like a very tasty little baked good. Like, I don't want a full cinnamon roll,
I just
but
cut it
just
up because I don't
little
feel
little
guilty about it.
Cenobite, little just
Yeah,
yeah.
little pop Cenobites. But they got some Cenobite like warriors going on. We're gonna have to look this up because this sounds delicious right now. And I'm picturing like little swirls. When you cut them
Like
open, like there's nothing but cinnamon and icing inside. Uh,
that
sounds send me
that
to
sounds
war.
great.
Send
All
me
right,
to
let's
war.
wrap this up so I can go bake something.
See, you can bake. Kit can't bake. But we also Kit throws a fit about she's not going to do her royal duty, which you would think she's been bred for. This whole bred for. She's been raised to do all this whole time,
Yeah.
and she's going
Well,
to run away.
also she finds out that her
Best friend.
her sparring partner, best friend, is going to join the Night's Watch. No, wait, wrong
Night
show.
something.
She's going to be a knight, basically, the first woman knight that is being accepted into the Knight Academy. So she's
Which is her
like pissed
dream,
about that.
apparently.
Which, I mean, I think it was both of their dream, but only the bestie can go. What is her, Jade? Only she can
Jade.
go. And so Kit is upset about that. Like, so someone who loves women, has to marry this man, and the woman that I love is just gonna go off and like train to be a knight now. You're not even gonna be here with me.
Yeah, she should take a page out of Cersei's book and just wait and then hire him as a personal bodyguard. We saw this in House of Dragon. Then you can have your cake and eat it too. She sneaks in. They're going to do that whole running away thing, which is also a cliche. We're going to run away together, and that's going to be the story plot because I'm the main character, of course. And she kisses Jade, and this whole time I'm thinking Jade is Anara. Anara. I was like, because she had
Laura.
red hair. Laura, because she has red hair, and the baby had red hair back in the day. I'm like, they just mess with it. I was a very, very, very light baby. So if she can pull it off, I can pull it off too.
You're a very light man. What are you saying, Aunt?
I'll send you pictures.
Oh
and
my!
And I had red hair. It was quite confusing. It was quite confusing. Sorry, I lost track. Anyway, so they came in and they get attacked by the Cenobites. And Eric, in another twist, instead of like maybe Kit, the princess, getting kidnapped, Eric gets kidnapped. And we also get a little thing of Willow whispering something to the queen in her dreams. The queen and her daughter they're coming. Yeah, the Cenobites are coming. See, that was just confused me. Like, you got me some Cenobites? Oh, yeah.
Is it DoorDash?
That's sweet. That's sweet. But her and her daughter fight. The queen gets hurt. We fight with one of the Cenobites with these whips. Gets hurt. Jade and one of the guards help fight another one. And Eric is taken away. I'm going to keep on Flash Thompson. She's
Graydon just looks out the window like, couldn't be me.
Look, not only did he watch all this happening, he didn't come down from his room. He knows his lane. He was like, that looks like it hurts. Oh,
I am not a fighter. I am just here because my dad is making me. There's no way I'm going down there. And he even said, I saw it, but I just didn't know what to do. So
he didn't rush down. He strolled up after the battle was way over, like, oh, by the way, I think Eric's gone.
Like, damn, the fight's over. I was just about to come down here and fight too.
No, he didn't pretend that he do that.
He did.
He knows his lane. He was like, look, I don't know. Y'all might want to do something about that. I saw my future brother-in-law get taken away flying. I don't know what y'all would do about that. That's not really my.
Yeah, what y'all finna do? Because
we still getting married, or y'all got other things to? No, I'm about to go back to my room. So they get there. They even say the word fellowship. They're gonna get their fellowship together. And so they get all the kids. They also release this one prisoner that the queen was talking to. Borham?
I don't know. I just knew that was Mad Martin. Like, I just knew that she, Borman.
Borman.
Now? Am I frozen now?
No. So you just knew that he was what?
Okay. I just knew the person, the shadowed person in the cell was Mad Mortigan. But it was not. It was Borman.
Yeah, I thought that for a minute. It's like, man, what kind of marital fight did they have? But then as he talked more, I was like, no. So, but he is, for me, he seems like the Mad Mortigan stand-in. He's kind of shifty. He's a great fighter. Seems to know some more of the criminal elements, and hasn't always been rich. And they actually mentioned in the second episode that he was Mad Mortigan's squire for like 9 years. So, and he's also very, very blunt about what's going on and the chances and everything like that. So he helps. And they form this fellowship. One of the captains of the guard got like burned or branded or something, so he can't go.
Something.
So an older captain volunteers. An older white gentleman with a gray beard. And I just kept thinking, yeah, he's not going to be here long. Like,
I don't see him making it.
I don't. Boy, I know this is like a fantasy world, but this is 2022. You look at the rest of the cast and look at you.
Might as well put a red shirt on him because he was
right.
This ain't the
same. This ain't the same. Like, you sit your butt down. So they set out, And Dove, the baker's girl, also follows because she's in love with Eric, who said they were going to get married. Because I guess she's the only girl. She's the only girl that like not fought back. That sounds weird. Only girl that gave some pushback.
Pushback.
Yeah, and so he was like, this is new.
Like,
And,
wait a minute. You're dumping me?
me?
No, we got to get married.
Yeah, definitely keeping you. Um, and they set out, and apparently there's some magical barrier around. Oh, I'm sorry. They sent out because apparently they got rid of all the wizards in their kingdom, and but there's one. And can
There's
you
one
guess?
left.
Cue the title. Willow.
It's Willow.
so, matter of fact, now that I look at the title, is it kind of weird that there's like dots or dashes between all the letters? Wouldn't that mean that each of the letters stand for
Like
something?
Willow stands for something else, like
Yeah.
wizard and wizard and low lying. Okay, no, sorry.
No,
We should have done
yeah.
this way earlier in the
We
day.
should have planned this out. This is why you just script people. But if y'all come up with something for that, what that stands for. Um. Anyway, wizard in location low off. Yeah,
It's the O. The O
it's the
makes it,
O.
yeah.
It's the O.
Mm,
Anyway, so
yes.
who states that he's a great and powerful wizard right now, and there's one wizard that can help you go to the unforeseen lands to go get Eric with an A back. As they get into the magical barrier, there's only one way across that the whole kingdom is engulfed in. They get attacked by raiders, apparently. he just,
Just,
he just,
just randomly on the way of, I'm going to keep everybody alive. Arrow through the back.
Yes, and the knockoff Barristan Selmy gets it first and just drops. And they run off, and there's a horse chase and everything. And then they all jump off a cliff into a little puddle of water to get away using a joke from Young Guns, where he's yelling something in a different tongue to the horse, and they later on ask him, "What were you yelling to get him to jump off that cliff?" It means stop. and, and that's a line from Young Guns. They pretty much took the exact same scene and just implanted it in this movie with the exact same dialogue.
Fun fact.
Yeah, and also that CGI for that water jump, it didn't make a lot of sense, and it didn't really work for me. How about you?
It was odd. And then, like, my other thing was, so these, like, cold-blooded killer raiders are they scared of water? Do they not bathe? Like, I mean, you saw them jump and make it, so that's just kind of where it stops for you.
Or just go around. You don't have to stop the raid. Like, they jumped off. They got to get their horses, get back in the thing. You could just go down. Whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sure
could
there's
absolutely catch up with them.
if you really.
But
what were you after them for in the first place?
just anything. It was also interesting that Dove had set out kind of on her own path, and instead of, like, going through that and trying to find the gate, she's like tiptoeing over this thin branch, like fallen tree, and teetering across. Like, she really loves this man, and she's dead. Like, she's hell bent on becoming a princess. I know that's what it is.
When they say women will travel for some love, they
It's fact.
This is the girl that's been like embodiment of that. She like, I'm going, because like even when they've decided to just keep her, she still keeps going off on her own to like, y'all take too long to rest. I got it.
Yeah, no, I don't think you heard me. My man is in trouble. And I gotta go. I don't know who took him. It could be some big boobied wraith woman. No.
Right? I know about these witches with their love fest and everything. That's my peak prince. That's my prince.
Keep it G. Keep it G. Also, what was interesting to me, like, once they got to a certain point, like the bigger party, and there was that writing on the wall, and Graydon just kept like, the ground is shaking now, and Graydon just keeps reading. And I'm like, sir, stop. I mean, whatever you're reading, it seems like it's causing an earthquake. Maybe you just shush.
Yeah. So we get that we get a little snippet on their travels of Graydon, who I thought they were gonna make a joke character, right? He's the incompetent male in the group, and come to this thing that you're getting a lot of writing. And when she was telling him like, "Hey, I'm sorry I treated you so rude. I did the whole knife thing at the party." It's kind. He's like, "No, that's okay. I get it. I want to marry your ass nigga."
I don't like you either. I mean, you're kind of cute, but
but you're
I
a
have
cute.
hoes back at home.
Right. I am a prince. I'm not, what do you do with your hair? I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. Broomham up there going like, man, that's a game now.
Like, word?
And Kat like, oh, well, still ain't told him that Jay's the love of her life. I don't know. I, I think you did this whole conversation, and and,
She probably
and
knows.
yeah, and he like, because he does this, he watches everything, and he was like, look, when I'm in charge, we can do what we want. Like, and you go do, and again, we just saw this in House of Dragon. Look, I gotta get married to somebody. You want him, I want him. Like, we'll be all right. We'll be in
Yeah,
charge. You
well,
go do
we'll
your
work it
thing.
out.
We'll work it out. And again, it's somebody that's not gonna have the right color babies.
I mean, also, no babies at all.
Babies, right? That's true. That's true. Okay. Well, it might have been because if no, okay, never mind. Anyway, moving on. So, uh, yeah, so we get to know a little bit about the party and everything, and then they come in and we see a character from the original Willow movie, the warrior, the head of the warrior party. I guess that actor's still alive, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll take that check." And he does the whole thing of pretending to be Willow. It's like, no, I don't do that no more. Y'all get out of here. And then we hear his voice, and uh,
Yes.
and we see the real Willow walk out, and he got his dashing hair. He's like, Peter Dinklage, you don't know I started this. Like, so what did you think of that first episode? That's pretty much the conclusion of the first episode. What did you think? Or no, does he reveal her at this point, or was it the second episode?
Um, was it the second episode that they revealed her? I just kind of, after a certain point, once she kept showing up, I was like, maybe it's not the redhead. Maybe the little baker girl is Laura Dannon. And sure enough, like he pops out and he looks at her and he's like, I
Oh,
don't know how he recognizes her
different color
because
hair, like,
different color hair, way older, but okay.
right? But also not old enough for as much time has passed. And he does some magic thing, and her birthmark appears high on her arm. And because I thought it was Jade too, I'd have bet money it was Jade at this point, right?
I think my Wi-Fi cut out.
Oh, I'm just saying that I was betting money that it was going to be Jade. But we found
Yeah,
out
I was
Dove.
too.
Dove is the chosen one, supposed to be the savior of the realms and the most powerful magic user ever. And Kit is instantly threatened by her not being the highest ranking girl in this party.
Like, wait, she's gonna get all the attention? I'm a princess.
I feel like somewhere the actress actually thought that she was the main character. And they got to that point in the script like, what? What? She probably knew she wasn't Allura, but she was like, but I'm banging Allura, right? Like I'm Allura's side.
Right.
Oh, what? Where? I don't believe it. What do you mean you don't believe it? Everybody's like, what do you mean you don't believe it?
Like she's got the mark. Like he could have put that there. That's a stick-on tattoo.
Yeah. I worship nothing. I mean, I bowed down to nothing. And that was the end of episode one, we'll say. So what did you think of that first episode?
I thought it had promise. It didn't wow me like I was hoping that it would, but it was cool. Like it's not something where I would be like. Actually, by the end of the first episode, I was really not. Some episodes like they end and you're like, oh my gosh, like even when it's like doing a little countdown, like playing next episode in 10 seconds and you're hitting the button because you're ready to get to it. It was cool. Like, but if I had to wait a week for the next episode, I wouldn't have been upset about it.
No. Nothing in this episode grabbed me. None of the kids really. I think Flash Thompson and the new Matt Mardigan, they were probably the best draws to me. I like seeing the original actor. What's the
Sorsha.
character? Sorsha. I like seeing her again. And she jumped right back into the role. I like that. But it also felt a little like the main character didn't show up until the ending. The title
Like
card didn't show up.
this is a lot of other people for this show to be called Willow, and
Right.
I ain't seen this man yet.
Right. So it was kind of like, oh, that's neat. Actually, my thought was, oh, he looks good. You know,
He's doing well.
he's doing well. Good for him. Good for him. Ain't that nice? Okay.
Yeah.
And then it was like, click,
Episode
click,
2.
episode 2. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Uh,
And yeah. So
yeah, episode 2, I was really baffled as to you spent the last however many years trying to keep this woman's secret, like identity secret. And Willow just like busts through the doors and is like, guys, you'll never guess who's here. Like, after, you shouldn't be here. It's not safe for you. Hey, everybody, guess who's here?
we need
Laura
the autograph
Danner.
line over there. She gonna sit here, right next to the
Right.
door.
Um,
Oh, we
go
both
for it.
You go.
Yeah.
For it.
I because I didn't have anything else to say.
Oh, because I was trying not to interrupt. All right, so yeah, so we go in there and we see that they've all moved underground now. So that village is all destroyed for some reason, maybe budgetary reasons, I don't know. And they all moved underground. Um, and we see that Willow is now the head of the village, where the old wizard was
The High Elwyn
High
or
Elwyn.
whatever.
Took the place of the bearded Elwyn from the first movie. Um, and he still seems to be a little bit of a charlatan when it comes to the whole magic thing. And I really wasn't sure about that because at the beginning, when we first saw him, he did the magic and the tattoo got revealed. I mean, not tattoo. The birthmark got
Birthmark.
revealed. But now he still seems like he's making stuff up.
Willow was definitely giving like my thumb is disconnected energy.
I was
like,
you know,
are you sure?
It's been 30 years, Willow. I mean, the first movie you had a little leeway, right? But this one, yeah. So and then he does the bones. He does the finger test, which I remember as a kid, and I really liked that scene as a kid where it was is like, yes, pick the finger, you'll be my apprentice. And Willow picks a finger. He's like, no, no, no. And then the guy comes back. He's like, what finger did you want to pick? And he was like, I want to pick my own. And he's like, that would have been the right answer. And I always liked that as a kid because how many times do we second guess ourselves? And it's almost like a confidence thing. And
Damn.
and or right, or we or ever been in a meeting or some kind of group thing, and people are asking for ideas, and you're like, oh, I got this idea. It's not good enough. Somebody else says, it, and everybody like, oh, and I was like,
Mine.
Fine. Your confidence stolen from me. So I was like that. So they do it again, and she picks the finger, and they go, ooh. And he's like, oh, I got it wrong too. Which tells me he probably told the story a lot, so now the finger thing means nothing. Like I don't know what they're doing this for.
Right.
And you meet Willow's daughter. I don't know if that's an actress or not. I don't think
It's
it
not.
is.
I checked. No.
Okay.
That made me sad because I would have liked that to have like been like, oh man, they really did try to get. I mean, and maybe they did, and she had other stuff to do or something. But
or it's been 30 something years. Who knows what
that
happened?
nope, yeah,
Okay.
she busy. That's what we gonna say.
But we don't see his wife from the first movie. We don't see his son from the first movie. We see his daughter, that actress has some personality. Like I like this daughter. She was one of my favorite parts of the show so far. I think.
Yeah,
She was sincere.
she's got moxie.
She got moxie. I like the kind of a GIF. And is it GIF? Is it GIF? Flip? GIF? Anyway, and she's a
The
big
cut
fan
of her
Rocky.
jib.
Jib. And she's like, I fished you out the water. You don't remember me? Now, that was real to me because I hated it when I was a kid. Somebody older was like, oh, you remember me? How old was I? Was I two? I don't know.
Ma'am, I am 30. You held me when I was in diapers.
No,
No, I do not
no.
remember you.
Are you wearing the same clothes, the same hairstyle? Do you smell the same? All I cared about was milk and diapers. Like, I wouldn't be held. It didn't matter who held me, just held me.
Right.
Um, so so yeah, we see them, and people are kind of disappointed, and he's like, and an occurring theme now we're seeing is that she was supposed to be trained when she was younger, or her powers would be fade to nothing. Was Willow's concern, and they
Yeah.
have this scene where they've been switching. They have flashbacks. They switch back and forth with Willow now versus, I guess, umpteen years ago. He has
When
like
she was
a double,
a toddler.
yeah, he has a double knotted beard and hair, brown hair, and he looks good. I don't know if that's the Asian technology and just put the makeup on him, but he's looking good. The queen looks the same.
Yeah, they were like, we're not gonna bother with you. But the
Nah,
queen really did tell him like several times, like, you ain't it, you ain't never gonna be.
yeah,
Your daddy ain't.
yo, said bless your heart. He was like, hey, I gotta start training her now because da, 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 da. and and she because I'm a great wizard like she said I was gonna be, and she's like, I mean, you are a brave, good, good-hearted man. You are so good-hearted, but
You're pretty. But
you will never be sheep. You ain't gonna be like stay in your lane. You can't do anything. And we get a little mention of Matt Mardigan. So he leaves angry, which I don't blame him. You ain't gonna tell me I'm not good at my one profession.
it was like, forget you and your raggedy kingdom. I'm never
Right.
coming back to this dump, kicking stuff over on his way out.
Right. And they show later on that he tried to talk to young Sam Lenore, that's not her name.
Alora.
Alora. And she says something, and I guess he said, "Come with me, little girl." And so she runs off.
She's like, no, stranger danger.
And then the queen sits the guards on him, and he's like, "I've been thrown out of better Fridays than this." like, like, I'll never do crap for this kingdom again. Because like for like I made some mistakes. Like I made some mistakes. Um, and so he starts to try to teach her magic. Oh, that all the kids are like, we still gotta go see my brother. He's like, you need to stay here and
Let me teach
uh,
you.
let me teach you. And she's like, no, the power of powerful prince compels me that I have to go find my true love.
I
And
gotta find my
so
man.
and so she wanders off again the first chance she gets. Like
Yeah.
that's just something she does. Um, Willow, which I think was the best acting he's done, was when he was fussing up the kids at
Yeah.
that part because I like him. I, I met him once at a con, like briefly, but like, and I like that he loves the fans, he loves these universes he's a part of, but his acting was kind of. I even like that it wasn't extras. It was called something else. He had a show on HBO that I like too, but his acting in this
So
was kind of off.
I would say, you're gonna tell me that he did not give a stellar performance in Lep in the Hood because
Oh, oh my bad. That
okay, all right.
made me shudder and cry and feel the real emotions.
I was
Uh,
terrified.
um, uh, but he meets with her 101, says, "Give it a chance. You're gonna be most powerful." And they decide to They decide to travel with each other. His daughter convinces him to travel with them to the lands no one ever went before. And they all set off together on another trip. And he's trying to teach her um, the
One
simplest spell
phrase.
of growing. Yeah, and and you know what, people, I'm dyslexic. I could not have done that either. You tell me that. Look, I am Ash from Evil Dead. Hey, recite these words precisely, or it's Armageddon. I pretty much said them correctly. I think that'd have been me. So don't
That was
don't. Uh,
yeah. That was actually my favorite scene of the two episodes, was him trying to get her to like get the words out right. And he's like, "What are you doing with your face? Why are you doing that voice? No,
Like,
wait,
I don't
what?
do that with my face. Yeah, you kind of do. Kind of do
Like,
that.
what is this?"
Like, why you
And
saying it
then
like that? Because you're saying it
yeah.
like that. Like, he's like, Haru, Haru. It's like, no, Haru.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Yeah.
um, and then even the people around him was getting annoyed. Oh, we had an also touching camping scene a while back where Jade and Kit were holding hands, and Broomham was like, yeah, I
Borman.
get, huh?
Borman. I just love the way you have massacred everybody's name. But we're rolling with it.
Because these characters really haven't stuck with me right
At all. At all. No.
at all. And so, and he had some kind of creepy pervy thing like, yeah, I could watch this. I know where I'm sleeping, right behind y'all every night. Every night. Yeah, that was that creepy old man thing. Like, um, we even have. All right, give me two more. Is it Godric? No. Podrick? No. The Flash
I have
Thompson.
absolutely forgotten it now because you you said 15 different pronunciations. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. He actually connects with Lenora because she's trying to give up. And he's like, hey, I love studying languages and figuring out how these talk. I'm pretty sure I can help you. And he even like Sims for a little bit is like, hey, you see, everybody's here for you. The only person that can't recognize your greatness. I mean, I got a little excited. I got a little, like that. Like you heard the
It's
beat
facts
in my
though.
back voice. But, all right, I'm gonna be over there just writing my
I'm gonna
little
go.
book. You know, um, it's dangerous out here. Stop wandering off. Peace.
Yeah.
And sure behold, she gets knocked out by the knight beginning got branded. Apparently he got possessed, and now he can bite people and turn them too. So now
Mm-hmm.
the knights that were sent to help them are now chasing them on behalf of the crone. Is that the bad guy we're facing? Evil. On behalf of evil. And
Yeah.
again, it's almost like Fellowship of the Rings, where the ring race was chasing them on the horses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so then
It
again,
all
that says
feels very familiar.
it all. There's not an original. There's not an original piece in this whole two episodes, people. That was our butchering of retelling it, or my butchering. I'm gonna own that kid. I'm gonna own that. That was my butchery
Hey,
of
hey,
it.
we're a team. This this
Routine.
this is a team
Thank you.
butchering effort.
So, so before I give my thoughts, what were your thoughts, Keem, on these first two episodes?
Yeah, same for the first two, where I'm hopeful that it will pick up and I'll be a little more interested, but so far, and I think it's kind of that thing, right, where you have a movie that you love and you hope for a sequel to come out way sooner and it doesn't, and so then you wait literal decades for it to come out, and then when it comes out you're like, "Oh, okay, cool, cool." Like that's like it's got promise. It's got the
I'm glad
potential
that
to go somewhere, but
I'm glad those actors are getting work. like,
yeah, yeah.
like,
I
uh,
am happy to see Warwick.
yeah.
That's
Um, that's pretty much my thoughts. The kids really didn't work for me. Um, I don't know who this is made for. Like I don't think tweens care about this movie or this franchise.
you're definitely not sitting your kid down in front of this and like going to wash the dishes or something. They are going to
Mm,
tear your couch up.
yeah, it's nothing there for it. It's not funny or goofy enough for that. It's not serious enough. Like the characters, like I think the only character I remember is Kit, just because it's like, oh, of course her name is Kit. like, like it's excuse me, it's nothing there. It's just really nothing there that's original. We haven't seen 100 times before. They just have the Willow name labeled on it. I think they had a chance to do something really good, but I also think Disney Plus has this thing of making shows with not enough, that are too short to be shows. There's not enough story there, but they're too long to be movies because not enough.
Hmm.
So it's not enough to be a show. Um, and it should have probably been a movie, and you could have done all this stuff. There's nothing here to justify 2 episodes to me. Like there's really nothing. Like competent writing could have probably got this done in um, in
35
30
minutes.
minutes. Yeah, yeah. And the most compelling scenes I I saw were the ones of Willow in the past, like still trying to have to prove himself, right? Like I
Yeah.
can save the world and stuff, but I'm still having to prove that I can be great. Um, and so I feel like there's a story over there that is more interesting than the story that where you're showing me in this camera, right? Matt Mardigan had an adventure for years, had this squire, had this like, Willow had this whole thing of dreams, and he's trying to learn to be a wizard and or sorcerer, and you're having me follow these kids that are so far aren't interesting. uh, Dove doesn't really compel me to be the chosen one. I kind of always wanted to see. Jade
I mean,
plays
she
this,
did make the plant grow at the end, even though she wasn't
but didn't you call
conscious
that
to
too?
see it.
Couldn't you call that too? I knew as soon as they pan back to that, I was like, oh, the plant's going, it's
Now,
going
here
to
we
grow.
go. Yeah.
Yeah. Willow, and I get it. Yeah, I like showing characters that we love be like some kind of failure or something like that, or still struggling. He should not be having the same struggles he had when he was like 20 years old in the first one. Like, give him some new struggles. He should be a wizard at this point. He should be like a sorcerer doing stuff at this point. He can still learn things, but different things than he did in the first one. And I still haven't seen anything to to show that. Um, but even saying that people still think of him as useless could have been a story plot to follow. The kids just aren't interesting. I don't care about Eric's fate. Like I don't care about Eric's fate. I don't care if Jade can get together because I mean apparently they just ran off together.
Yeah. Like
Um,
we know we already know they're like a thing.
yeah. The only internal thing for me is if Flash Thompson steals Dove away because he seemed more interested than actually Eric did.
I see that coming. I see
Yeah.
there being a connection there, and then another reason for Kit to be mad, even though she had absolutely no interest in him. Like that was still supposed to be my husband, and now here you are.
So you took the highest title rank, and you took my man. You didn't want him. Shut up. Oh, and you took my girlfriend's loyalty because she wanted to stay with you instead of trying to with me. So there could be tension there. So let's make this. There are seeds and places where they can go in the writing to make these characters more interesting, right? There's seeds here. But first 2 episodes, they should have dropped three.
Yeah,
We're hearing that episode three really picks up the story some. So I don't know.
here's hoping.
Here's hoping. Here's the thing, people. Um, Sam has trained mercenaries on our houses, and if we don't review this, we can't leave to get groceries. He's blocked our Amazon Fresh, so if we don't review things, we don't get
We
to
don't
eat.
eat.
So we're gonna watch episode three no matter what, and I think you should watch episode three too. Let's give this 4 episodes. Let's give this 4 episodes. If you guys didn't know, Andor really surprised me. I think Andor is really great. Nobody's watching it because you have to have
We're
bad
not here
piracy.
for Andor, Aunt. What are you? What?
But my point being is, let's give Willow a chance. Willow hasn't had, and let's give Warwick a chance. I just want to see that man succeed. I just want to see him succeed in life. So let's hope they put some more Willow in the show, and we
Put
find out
Willow
what this
in Willow. Yeah.
and we find out what this abbreviation is, and and let's see where it goes from here on out. It wasn't terrible, but there was nothing new here.
It was not remarkable. Yeah.
It was mayo. It was mayo. If you got to put something on your sandwich, so it ain't
I
dry.
hate mayo. I know.
Oh,
That's
okay. It was. I don't know. What's another basic?
salt.
Anyway,
It was salt.
it, it was vanilla ice cream. How about that? It's just vanilla ice cream. You
Okay.
just I mean, I got some ice cream out of it. I've been waiting for ice cream. You said I promised me ice cream. I got some vanilla ice cream. All right. Maybe it's Neapolitan. Maybe I can pass this layer to be more layers underneath. That'll be worth it. So anyway, that's our review. We know it's choppy. I'm going to sit down and I'm not going to remember these names either. Until they do something name worthy, they will keep the names I give them, and they'll all have 5 different names. So we're out. So King, if you had to rate the first 2 episodes, let's do A, B, C, D, F. What would you give it?
Oh, we're giving grades. I will give it a C-. Like, it passes, but just
you ain't going to college though.
just narrowly.
All right, I'm with you. I'm with a C-. I didn't hate anything. We know there's gonna be trolls out there. Oh, there's women kissing and da 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 da. And there's also the pervs out there. Oh, there's women kissing. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. My real concerns are they need to give these characters some more to do. They need more Willow, who's the most compelling storyline we have so far. And I don't need mystery boxes, people. I don't need mystery boxes. Just tell me a good, solid story. You know how many episodes this is going to be?
8?
I'm guessing. Guess, but let's go in for that.
It's absolutely a guess.
8 episodes seems about right for Disney Plus. But we'll be here next week for episode 3 of Willow. Can we have that, Sam? Can we have this bowl of vanilla ice cream with the Willow logo on it for next week until they earn some flavor? I want Willow over this bowl of ice cream. That's what I want next week. And if they earn some flavor, we'll give them some flavor. We'll up it a little bit.
Sprinkles.
Little sprinkles, maybe a cherry. Maybe they get the cookies and cream one day. So
are you hungry, Aunt?
I am hungry. Those Cinnabite thing got me. Cinnabite thing got me, Key. They said they're delicious to fight.
They do. I'm probably gonna go get some Pillsbury cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, I got some of those too. Yo, so we gotta be out of here. Look, we'll be here next week. Thank you, Keem. Thank you, Aunt Gold. Thank you, Sam, in the background doing whatever you do. Can we get some food now? Can I get some water delivered?
Hit the button, Sam. Hit the button.
We's out.
Filing out the top of the I can see the skyline. 50-mile radius on my timeline. Ain't nothing.